The book of John, chapter 4. Jesus learns that the Pharisees are paying attention to his growing influence and decides to leave Judea for Galilee instead of avoiding Samaria. As most Jews did, Jesus intentionally travels through it. This is important because Jews and Samaritans had deep historical and religious conflict. Jesus arrives at Jacob's well in the town of Sychar, tired from the journey, showing his full humanity. The key truth here is that Jesus crosses cultural, religious, and social boundaries to reach people. A Samaritan woman comes to draw water at midday, an unusual time that may suggest social isolation. Jesus asks her for a drink, breaking multiple barriers. A Jewish man speaking to a Samaritan, a man speaking alone to a woman, a religious teacher engaging someone considered sinful. Jesus introduces a concept of living water, explaining that whoever drinks it will never thirst again. He is speaking spiritually about eternal life and inner renewal through him. Only Jesus can satisfy the deepest spiritual thirst of the human soul. Jesus gently reveals that the woman has had 5 husbands and is currently living with a man who is not her husband. This is not to shame her, but to show his divine knowledge and invite her into truth. The woman realizes Jesus is a prophet. Jesus knows our past fully, yet still offers grace and restoration. The woman shifts the conversation to worship, asking whether the correct place to worship is Jerusalem or Mount Gerizim. Jesus responds that true worship is not about location, but about worshiping in spirit and in truth. This means worship comes from the heart. Worship must align with God's truth. God seeks sincere worshipers. God desires authentic worship, not religious rituals alone. The woman speaks of the coming Messiah, and Jesus directly declares, "I who speak to you am he." This is one of the clearest and earliest self-revelations of Jesus as a Messiah, and it is given to a Samaritan woman, not religious leaders. Jesus reveals himself to those with open hearts, regardless of status or background. The woman leaves her water jar behind and runs into the town, telling others about Jesus. Her testimony leads many Samaritans to believe, not because of miracles, but because of Jesus' words. A transformed life becomes a powerful testimony. Jesus tells his disciples that his food is to do the will of God. He speaks of a spiritual harvest ready to be gathered, emphasizing the urgency of sharing the message of salvation. God's mission is greater than physical needs. Jesus later heals the son of a royal official in Galilee without physically going to him. The healing occurs the moment Jesus speaks the word, strengthening faith in his authority. Jesus' word alone has power to heal and give life.